This is the Brick Commentary Central. You're listening to the BCC Podcast. It is Monday, August 26th of 2022, and you're listening to episode 408 of the BCC Podcast. I'm LQ. Joining me today is Mace.
Hello.
And Miller.
Marty, we did it! We went back to the year 2022, Marty!
That's heavy, John.
It's like an impression from someone who's never actually seen the movie.
Which
Morty.
one?
We invited the full cast here tonight. Unfortunately, none of them showed up. So instead, we're going to be talking about Pokemon. No, really.
No,
Way.
the best thing about Pokemon, my favorite thing about Pokemon, I'm going to turn this frying pan into a drying pan.
Got him.
Oh, boy.
That's my extent of Pokemon knowledge.
Without Leo and Ford, we don't have the right types of humor to bounce off of. We have to do better. Like they said in Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
You have to do better, Senator.
Okay, how do we do
I'm open
better,
to suggestions, Mr. Falcon. No, you have to do better, not me.
Can't have people living homeless? Okay. That hasn't been an issue before. The blip or whatever you call it.
Alright. Here we are. So, I found this list of Pokemon. This is the Brick Commentary Central. You're listening to the BCC Podcast.
This is why we don't have any fans.
This is why we don't get views.
Anyway. Okay, well, in fairness, none of you guys have even learned how to work overlay still.
I was pointing to myself when I said this. Thank you very much.
Our audio-visual comedy is on point.
Alright, so, our background with Pokemon. Not a lot.
No, I've only ever done Go, and that's only socially.
We played Go, and I played Pokemon Yellow, and Smash Bros.
Oh, Smash Bros
I've
is
done
like
Smash Bros.
the main Pokemon thing.
Oh, I played some Pokemon cards.
Yeah, I guess I did that one.
So as far as Pokemon lore, I know minimal.
Dude, I know the plot of Detective Pikachu 2.
Really?
Yes, so do I know.
And I know the Detective Pikachu 1, the movie,
Yeah,
not the game.
I've seen that. Honestly, the movie's overrated.
I feel like it's kind of underrated now. No one talked about it afterwards.
Yeah, but people said it was one of the best ever made, and it's just barely serviceable.
Well, that was during the time where everyone said we're still in that time where every video game movie that comes out, they say is the best video game movie ever made.
Because all video game movies
Also,
suck.
it's better than Sonic.
But
I think you're
Sonic
probably right
has
about that.
had 2 sequels and has Keanu Reeves now, so...
And is it better than Sonic 2?
I like it because I just like how the Pokemon look in the movie. I think they look pretty good.
They do look very good.
One of your brothers was telling me for his spare time back in the day, he would look up Pokemon in real life videos. Half the time it's just like, oh, it's Squirtle, and it's just like Photoshop turtle. Like the shell's just blue now.
I forgot about those.
So, this list includes pseudo-legendaries, which I had to look up and decide we're not going to actually rank those. Because pseudo-legendary Pokemon apparently are Pokemon that meet certain criteria according to Ballpedia.
What do these words even mean?
Wait, these are real words, Kevin.
I believe he means what do they mean in this context.
Versus a legendary Pokemon versus a mega
pseudo-legendary
Pokemon
Pokemon is a fan
big
term referring to a
Pokemon.
group of Pokemon that meet the following criteria. Pokemon is the final stage of a 3-stage evolutionary line as a base stat total of exactly 600 before Mega Evolving. Pokemon levels up at a slow rate. They're often the most powerful other than non-legendary or mythical Pokemon due to their high base stats. So basically they're just like, you know how every game has like a big dragon or something. That's what they are.
We're in the MCU now. In English, please.
He's standing right behind me, isn't he?
The pseudo-legendary Pokemon are right behind me, aren't they?
So we're going to skip over those, like Dragonite here. He's not going in our list. He's just going to stay down there.
Rip.
But this is the best list I could find. So, we're stuck with it. All right. So our criteria, what are we going to be judging them on today, guys?
Cool.
Yeah.
You know, power sets, obviously, since we know so much about that.
And this one is cold. This one is purple. And this one is pointy. And this one runs.
One of the 4 of those is like a god. The rest are trash.
According to this other list we got, apparently they're sub-legendary Pokemon.
Oh, who let the sub-legendary Pokemon in this list? Look,
Dragonite looks like Charizard before he got swole and got self-confidence.
Apparently sub-legendaries are, you know, like the ones that are in groups of 3s. Or apparently Ultra Beasts are sub-legendary. Some of these also, I don't think we know past, like, Sun and Moon all that well.
No.
So, when we get there, this is going to get interesting. But we're going to do our best.
This is the definitive Pokemon list, by the way, for all you fake fans out there.
It's true, we're unbiased.
It's true.
We don't have all the baggage.
My Pokemon are better than yours because mine came from Generation X, which is also the same one that but yours is Generation Y, even though they released at the same time. Mine's better.
If you give it a berry, it has +1 in defense.
What do you guys think of Articuno?
Not a big fan of it.
I'd say D.
His tail's too big to be really aerodynamic.
I mean, let's be real. It's less exciting than, like, the Pidgeotto fella.
Like,
no, he's better than Pidgeotto.
What's a Pidgeotto?
It's literally just a pigeon with a red head.
It's just a pigeon
with
like
a red
blue
mohawk
head.
and a big old tail.
Fine. Oh, no. This.
Okay.
I can't
I guess
see.
the blue one's
you know what it looks like, Maze. I'm showing it to Kevin.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he's just a stupid. I think he's a C myself, but like.
No, trust me, there's worse ones coming.
Well,
but aren't they
unbiased
fairly
starting
similar
out.
in terms of quality?
Oh, I forgot. They never include F. We can't have a list without a proper F tier. It's tradition.
What did you do?
Where'd the D tier go?
You turned the D tier to the F tier, and you made 2 new unrelated layers.
Oops. The new.
Okay. No, what color was D tier before?
Green or something? I don't know.
Green suggests it's good. Well, no. No, you're right. That works.
There. That work?
Sapkadup looks right to me.
Okay. Yeah, he's not like the most, but at least it's a clean design. It looks fine.
I stand by C.
I'd say C is fine. I feel... Okay, what about his Galarian form? I feel like this is an improvement.
Oh, that's way better. 100%. That's the same thing?
Yeah. I guess. I don't really know how there's more than one. But yeah, he has this version which is purple and it's I think
His head
psychic
looks,
powers
different.
instead of ice. I'd say he's better. What do you think, Mace?
At least B tier for sure.
I think B's fine. Yeah.
Zapdos, however, I think is pretty neat.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
cool. Like very
Lightning
on
bird.
theme. Like yeah, that's a bird I want to run into.
I do not think Galarian Zapdos is as good.
No, but I
It's
do think it's better than
decent.
Articuno Blue.
Yeah, I'd say it's B tier.
But I think he's better than Articuno Purple. Or worse than Articuno Purple.
Yeah, but just below.
But I don't think he's on the same level as the freaking blue Pokemon.
Moltres is actually my least favorite of the birds. I
He's
think he's
so
worse
ugly.
than Articuno.
Looks
He
like a
looks like a
naked
bad chicken.
A rubber chicken that got lit on fire, yeah.
That's a cool concept, though. You
But I
throw
feel
that
like
in
D,
someone's
there's going to be
house.
worse ones coming up here. I don't really want to put him in D. But I feel Articuno is such a better design than him.
It's much better than that guy for sure.
Do we put him in D?
There's a lot.
Yeah,
of
and then the really bad ones go into F.
But his dark form is a definite improvement.
Oh, that's a cool
Absolutely.
Pokemon.
It's better than Blue Kuno, I'd say. Probably better than Kung Fu Bird.
Like that.
Oh, Kung Pao Chicken. He's Kung Pao Chicken now.
Dragonite doesn't count.
We'll see a lot of him throughout the video.
I feel like Mewtwo is S tier. I feel like he's
He's
A
the
very
definitive Pokemon from Detective Pikachu.
Everyone recognizes him from that movie specifically.
Yeah.
And
No
exclusive.
other movie has ever made this guy famous.
No, or been remade. Needlessly.
Ever.
With geriatric voice actors.
I don't know about the mega ones.
Why is that one mega? Why does he have a booty for a head?
Yeah, hold
What
up.
is
With
happening?
why is his head so thick?
And why has
Damn
his
it.
butt moved to his head?
Why? One of them's X, one of them's Y. So one of them is like physically
Yeah,
enhanced.
Y,
one of them's
alright.
mentally enhanced.
So
The
the
Mega
I was
Mind
thinking
of
why when
Pokemon.
I saw him.
I feel like this one doesn't do too much for the overall Mewtwo design.
I think it's better than the worst version of it.
Yeah.
I'd not put him in D. I'd say he's like B, A tier material.
I don't know. I just feel like it's not a great design.
I'd say B for taking a classic design and making it worse. Bottom of B.
Okay. And
Oh,
then-
okay. Talking about making classic designs worse, he's got a...
Fine. D tier.
I'd put him in F. I'd put him in F.
There, trust me, it's worse later.
I'm trying to be unbiased here. I'm just seeing...
What do you think, Mace?
saying it how I see it.
You see, the thing is, I'm kind of torn. I'm sure there are worse, but he also blows.
I agree. F tier.
We'll put him in D for now. We can re-evaluate. Mew is okay, but extremely generic.
I don't... Why is Mew just a Mew?
Because Mew is technically like the grandfather of all normal Pokemon.
Mhm.
He's mewing.
Oh no!
For in essence, when is Tyranitar a legendary? He totally missed the beginning spiel where we talked about
Yeah, he
pseudo
did.
legendaries.
Pseudo.
Ford, I don't know either. Wait, Ford is...
I feel like Mew's around
Wait,
the same as
Ford knows
Articuno.
about Pokemon and he refused to be on this one. He's like, no, I hate you guys.
He'd rather puke out his guts than be on the podcast.
I can't believe he would do this right now.
So anyway, I feel like Mew just isn't that cool looking. I'd put him
over
underneath Arctic
Articuno for
Love
originality.
Arctic Bird.
Yeah, he's got originality points that Articuno does not
Bird.
have.
I guess I'm outvoted. Okay, now I'm not next trio. I'm not a huge fan of.
No, I
No.
can't say I am either.
I feel like
think
this
we
is the
all
worst
think
of
this-
all. The Electric Tiger.
I don't know.
With the little cape on his back
I don't like him.
and the
It's
broken
okay.
tail.
I'd say he's
Oh,
around the same as Moltres. Maybe a little bit better than Moltres.
I'd
At
put
least
him
it looks
over
like someone
Moltres.
designed it. Moltres almost looks like not Pokemon.
Yeah. That could be fan out of a Digimon for all I know.
Hold up, it is a Digimon.
Entei is better by quite a bit, I think.
It reminds me of
Yeah,
Saint Bernard.
with the Saint Bernard / like Walrus / Volcano.
But I think
I'd be
he's...
okay with A, but below Zapdos, because Zapdos is just a little more striking.
Yeah.
You said you guys weren't a big fan of this guy. How does
Mostly
it go
the
from
tiger,
D to
honestly.
A?
It's mostly just that
Instantly?
one.
Dude, I was ready to like get down on all these
Lake
guys.
Dog
but
is
no,
his
you-
Entei, but he also does look like a mythical creature.
I'd put it below the 3 legendary, the Galarian legendaries. That's what I'd put it.
What is a Clarion legendary?
Cool. You see some, you know, like the squirrels are black here.
Yes.
This is like the black squirrel version of the legendary.
You see Purple Bird and Red Bird and Orange Bird right next to each other? Those are the Galarians, as they're known.
Doesn't make
Or the Galarian
sense.
form of
They're
the legendary.
regional variants.
Yes.
Okay.
Like how the one Diglett has the blonde hair.
There's a Trump Diglett.
Yes.
I'm not a big fan of Lugia.
How do we skip to Lugia?
Skip, that's the next one.
No, it was like the Tyranitar
Well,
next.
As for those who are just tuning in, like Ford, this list we found includes pseudo legendaries, which we are not putting on our list.
Those are pseudo legend. Oh my gosh! So all the big like dinosaurs and dragons are just all pseudos.
Basically.
They're so powerful that they almost count.
Okay, so I'm just gonna start ignoring all the Pokemon here. Just they
Anyway,
don't count.
Lugia, I feel is C tier. I feel like he's below Articuno.
I like the idea, but it's just kind of dumb.
Why
This
is his
whole
hand
Wreck-It
so
Ralph
big?
chicken abomination.
What does he do? Is he a flying?
He
thing?
resurrects dead
He's in the
animals from
ocean, I
burning
think?
towers.
I think
I mean,
he's in
that's
the
so-
ocean.
Pokemon. Who came up with Pokemon? Like, why did they do this? So he
Money.
does fly.
Yeah,
See,
he does fly.
I don't like that. Yeah, he's like at least the Arctic bird and all. Like, it could maybe if it didn't have such a freaking big tail.
I'm not a big fan of Ho-Oh either, honestly. I think he's pretty boring for a legendary.
So uninspired. Worse than Lugia, in my opinion, just because
More
of
like-
the absolutely
I
zero
feel like,
effort.
no,
put
at
into
least
him.
Ho-Oh is more pleasant to look at.
Oh, sure, but there was no effort put into him. And I.
Well,
and-
got no
I was-
hose. I got him.
That's perfect name for this guy.
I feel like he's actually go above Lugia.
I feel like
Fair
below.
enough. Fair enough.
Fine, you guys outrank me.
I
then.
also felt like below because he has nothing going on. They didn't even try with him.
And then we got this other legendary. I feel like it has nothing to
Oof.
offer, but it doesn't offend me, so it's not going in F.
It could be D. It's like, what's the? This thing does not look like I should be scared when I see it. When I
I
be
put
like,
it above
okay,
the burning chicken.
regular Squirtle, my 50th Squirtle. Let me throw that out in the battle arena. If Squirtle was
Mhm.
fighting this thing, I'd be like, yeah, Squirtle's got this.
Oh yes, Mace, I forgot to give you the list of mythical Pokemon to go along with the legendary list. Because we can look up a little bit of lore if we need it. No, this actually the one we have
That
doesn't
sounds like bias.
have
I
lore.
see. Sriracha.
They're known as the voice of the forest, and I'm bored. D tier.
Oh, you mean like the green Toa guy?
Oh, now we're onto the Reggie Pokemon, and I quite enjoy the Reggie Pokemon.
Even the new ones are really cool too.
So, probably my least favorite, so one I like is Regirock. In fact, I feel like he's a high A tier.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought I mean, okay, sure.
he does Golem well.
Regice I like even better.
I don't know. I think his legs are wrong.
Well, he just like skates around.
Those aren't really skating legs, but whatever.
What do you think, Mace?
I don't know. I've never compared these two before.
Now, there are some renders of Regice that look worse. I feel like he looks worse in 3D, but I like him.
Mm.
And I feel like a giant, like, ice crystal is done less than a stone golem.
That is true. That is a little more. That's true. That's true.
And then Registeel, which I feel like is the best of these three.
Absolutely.
Is he S tier material?
It doesn't immediately feel like I'm called to give him S tier.
But you felt
But he's, like,
immediately called
right
to
on the
give
line.
all these guys A's.
Yeah, exactly.
We're getting into some much lower than A coming up next.
Not wait, next?
Mm-hmm.
Are you do not like the Lati Pokemon Mace?
No.
They're all the same Pokemon.
Okay, well
Yes.
we're not gonna go to the Mega. Let's just go Latios and Latias first.
And do you have any idea how cool Dragon Jet is? And do you have any idea how uncool these two are?
I think they're fine. I like them better than Mew.
But Mew was at least a little more original.
These are B or C tiers at best.
I'd say B. I like them better than Mega Mewtwo.
That I agree with that. They are better than Mega Mewtwo.
I like the red one a little bit. And the blue one,
I like Blue better.
okay, we'll go with blue. However, I think both of their Mega forms should go in F tier on the count of them looking exactly the same.
And counting for two different entries.
Why do they... They're the same Pokemon.
Yep.
Like, they're all the same Pokemon, but those are the exact same Pokemon.
One pixel was different in the XY green version.
Yeah, I just think these are offensively bad.
Yeah, I agree. I was not happy to unlock them.
Kyogre, I feel like this could be an S tier.
Yeah.
He's like a big...
This is like one of the first legendaries that feels really legendary. In fact, I would place him over Mewtwo.
Over Mewtwo?
Yeah, because like, which one of these looks like a force of nature?
Oh. The whale...
Well,
like,
to be fair, Mewtwo's like a psychic
point is
force.
like, you know, he's science or whatever. I don't know, I never saw that movie.
I feel like Mewtwo might look as equally psychic as Kyogre does aquatic.
Okay, fine. We'll keep them both. Groudon, though, is all obviously S tier.
Dude,
oh, yeah.
That's a Pokemon if I ever
Does
see
he go
one.
above Mewtwo? I feel like he does. This is just a great design.
He's very cool.
It's just Godzilla, isn't it? But
Yeah.
red.
You know,
like
the episode of
Armadillo,
Lilo and
Godzilla.
Stitch, where they had the volcano monster and the water squid that fought?
I can't recall it.
Was that a reference to this?
I think both of them might have been based on similar, like, mythology. But I think also just, like, ground versus water is a very common thing. Now I've got their primal versions. Primal Groudon, easy S tier.
Why does he look so dang cool?
I think that might go over regular Groudon.
This is true form. I agree. It is the top currently.
Is he a caveman?
Primal Kyogre is cool, but I feel like actually regular Kyogre looks a little better.
He's blue. Why isn't he blue in the primal version? Like,
He's a
his
dark
thing is
blue. He's a
water.
transparent dark blue.
It is cool, but I feel like the base form, it doesn't do as good as making it. You know, Kyogre looks, or Groudon looks even cooler in his primal form. Yeah. This one looks maybe the same amount of cool, but less comprehensive. That's why I'd put him lower, unless anyone wants to challenge me on that.
No, I agree.
F tier.
I don't agree with F tier.
Oh, another easy S tier.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, where does he go?
He's
definitely near Groudon.
Low primal.
Oh, he might go even higher because I feel like this is a very, like, yeah, he's a boss in Smash Bros. Brawl.
That does get him extra style points, but I feel like the primal Groudon is a little cooler.
Okay, right there.
And he doesn't have the stubby little arms like Rayquaza does.
Well, he kind of does. It's just his are wider.
But they're a little better proportion.
Alright. Besides, Rayquaza can use the stubby arms. He grabbed Diddy Kong with them once.
Yeah, he was going to eat that guy.
Nice.
They killed him. Like, straight up murdered.
Is that why Diddy Kong isn't in the new Mario Party?
Is he not?
That's the rumor.
He's on the run.
But they have so many other characters that they didn't have Diddy Kong. Wait, has Diddy Kong ever been in Mario Party?
Yeah, he was in the last one.
Was he?
Oh, well, I suppose he was in Super Mario Party. I think. Darn it, now I'm questioning. Am I crazy?
Diddy Kong.
I'm in.
Eh,
How the frick do I get Diddy Kong? First Reddit.
I guess, yeah, Diddy Kong is part of it. I don't know, he could be an unlockable in the new one, too, because it seems like the roster is pretty big.
Yeah.
Alright, anyway, now we've got Mega Rayquaza, which, honestly, I'm not a big fan of Mega Rayquaza.
Can't really see him too well, but
Yeah, I'm not putting him there. Let me get a bigger picture. I don't think he is an improvement upon base Rayquaza. I don't think he looks bad exactly.
I think it's cool still.
I would honestly put him in B tier if it was me. High B. But I feel like the design isn't as comprehensive.
I feel almost an A myself.
What do you feel,
I was
Mace?
going to say A.
Okay, where in A? I feel low A.
Yeah, lower A. I'd say above the walrus guy.
Yeah.
We will compromise. Okay, I don't
Oh,
like this
God.
one.
What?
No.
I think he's even worse than the last one.
Is
In
that
fact,
Starfy?
I'd almost put this one in F, maybe. Yeah, I think I would argue for this one to be F. It looks stupid.
I'm okay with that.
What about it offends you so much, though?
A stupid star hat.
And the two little pom-poms in his hand.
Wait a second, you got pom-pom for hands?
Or whatever those are.
His hands!
He's got those Wreck-It Ralph Lugia hands.
Yeah, I don't like this one. F tier.
Sounds good.
This one I always get confused. Apparently it's a mythical. Do we have to rank all these forms?
I don't think so. On account of I don't, they're all the
Give
same
a
to me.
crap.
Okay, let's rank Mr. DNA. I don't think he's very good.
He's the main villain of Detective Pikachu 2.
I'd say D tier. Like right here.
I'd put him above the flaming rubber chicken at least.
What do you
Yeah,
say?
I don't think
Kevin?
he's
I'd
like-
say above the flaming rubber chicken. Like, that looks more like a Pokemon than that.
What about straight
Yeah.
noodle arms?
Below.
That one's in.
Below the original form.
Really straight Squidward noodle arms.
Above the other one.
Metroid
but
flavored.
Stealth mode.
say above the thick guy myself.
I don't like that there's 4 of them here. Oh well. Now we have the Lake Trio, the Imps. I'm not a huge fan of these guys, but I think they're better than like this green guy here. I think they're better than
True.
Noodle Arms too. I'd say like right
They're better
here.
than that. I think they're better. Well, yeah, you're right. They're
I hate them
beneath.
all. F tier.
I'd say yellow
The
than
pink
blue.
one
than
is
pink.
the worst.
They
Yes,
hurt my
exactly.
soul.
Yellow than blue than pink.
Cool. Okay, now I've got some cool ones again.
Nice. Gosh, the D word fella.
D word fella.
I think that's his name.
I'm trying to find. There's my legendary list. Remember what he was named? Dialga.
Ah, right.
Now I like
Okay.
him, but I also constantly forget what he looks like because I almost feel like he's B tier.
I think he's an A. He's like a Pokemon looking Poke guy, you know?
And he is a legendary looking Poke guy.
Okay.
But yeah, the Walrus gets his point across better. He's good behind the Walrus.
Okay. However, Palkia, I think this is everything a legendary Pokemon should look like.
Yes, that looks very...
Honestly, I feel like he's a little better than Kyogre.
I wouldn't say as good as Mew, but yeah, better than Kyogre.
But I think he's
It kind of
pretty
looks like
neat.
Mew if he got on roids or something.
Bro, that's the alt form he needs, you know? Just like the roided up.
And then we've got these
No,
other
that's like-
forms, which I'm not exactly sure where they're from yet. But
honestly,
I
I
don't like
have
this
no
one.
idea.
Like, I hate his big neck.
That one's just a little awkward. I would maybe even bump him under Purple Bird.
I'm
But-
getting another view for Kevin because he hasn't seen just how awkward this guy looks.
Like, he looks fine from where I'm sitting at the moment, but...
When you look at him a
What
little
the heck?
closer,
He's got
yeah.
one of those, like, big
Yes.
rings around his neck, you
It's
know?
not even a ring,
Yep.
it's a boomerang.
He's got
Oh.
those weird giant front legs and tiny back legs. We have an example to show the audience so that they too can be disgusted by him.
Yeah, let me... Does it have one here? No, it doesn't let me make it big in this screen.
Oh, that Palkia guy has his own version of this, which I've always been torn on ever since
Yeah, just a moment, let me
found
bring
out
up
it
the
existed.
origin form Dialga first.
I say he's a B tier.
Plus, this is barely different. Well, it's not nearly different enough from the other one for it to be striking and interesting.
The only thing that he has going is colors are kind of neat.
He looks like a cartoon character that accidentally swallowed a shoe.
Yeah, I hate that neck design.
I say it gets bumped down at least a tier, if not 2 tiers.
I'd say he's below Purple Bird in B tier at least.
Yeah, I think he's worse than Mew.
I'd agree. He is.
Honestly,
D tiers, I'm okay with that. Better than the imps though, just because they're dumb and boring and I hate them.
I want them in F tier.
the next one I think is better.
And this one,
I've always been torn on this one. I don't dislike it. I just have never known what to think. It's always
There's some weird things like the nub arms.
the pink is wrong.
The other one was
boy.
pink too.
Well, it's like highlights of pink. That's fine, but it's just like too much pink now.
It's got like these horse limbs, which is interesting. Yeah, it does more and feel like it makes a little more sense at least. I would say
Interesting
this one can
sector.
stay in A tier.
Yeah, I
But
don't
the
understand why it doesn't have arms, but...
It hasn't grown them yet. This is origin form.
Oh,
that's
I
what
get
that
it
means.
now. Silly me.
There's some form in between these where he is a centaur.
I see that now. Doesn't that make natural sense?
Okay, now we've got one. I think this is a mythical or
Lava frog.
legendary.
Led-
Heatran. I guess he's not on the mythical list. Yeah, so he's a legendary. He looks like bordering on even being able to be a legendary, but it's not like I dislike his design at all.
He's not a bad little lava frog.
I would say like right here in B.
Be suiting for him.
I would maybe put him over the lots, but that's just me. Feel
The
free to keep him behind.
Latias I feel like are a little more iconic and at least feel more like legendaries.
They are
They're more
iconic,
iconic.
unfortunately.
This one feels like a pseudo-legendary.
That
but he's
big
not.
ugly Dialga guy is still up on the screen.
Oops. Let me get rid of him.
I can't believe you still have Dialga on screen.
Alright, so yeah, I'd say right about there is a good spot for him. He's grown on me over the years.
I have so many of him in Go. So many.
And then we
Oh,
got
I like this
Regigigas.
I'd put him in S tier myself.
I'm
I
not
like
the
this one.
biggest fan of Regigigas. I like the other Regis better than him personally.
What's his
I just like the
thing?
idea of a
He's
giant
just the
continent
big one that
Pokemon.
made all the other Regi ones.
It's probably just me, but I like him a lot.
That's fair. I mean, he's not bad. What do you think, Kevin?
I think he has 2 plants on his shoulders.
Okay, but what do you
He's
think of him
so
in
big,
terms
he's
of a
got
letter
2 little
grade?
forests on his shoulders.
I think he's probably at least A. I think he's a good student, but he kind of lacks.
I would put him below Zapdos right here myself.
That's
but what do you think, Kevin? This is the range you have, is between the mid to A to the end of A.
Oh, he's certainly better than the Walrus Volcano, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think he's fine right there.
Okay. Ah, Pokemon Satan.
Yeah, people say
He's
that
a
a lot
fine
online.
design.
I kind of like him. He's a little goofy, but I kind of like him.
For what he is, yeah. I would
I'd-
say, like, right here.
I'd say that's fair.
Satan is below God. Interesting decision.
No, we haven't gotten to Pokemon God yet. Then he also has this form that can fly, which honestly I barely recognize being different, so I'd put it right next to it.
It's essentially him if he just lifted his legs up in the sky.
Yeah.
His wings also are different.
Yeah, I suppose they are a little more anime.
Yeah, I think this one's slightly better.
It's grown into a beautiful butterfly.
Ah, the moon
I do not like this
thing
moon.
Pokemon. I'm not a huge
F-tier.
fan of it either. Not F tier.
F tier. What the heck is up with it?
I'd say it's like right below Ho.
It looks like Mother Goose.
I'd say low C tier.
I'm okay with that, just because the yellow lion is kind of just gross. His broken tail and his weird
Now
back.
these next ones I know almost nothing about. I know they're mythical
Oh,
ones.
they're chows
No,
from Sonic.
You're right, it literally is, just with like one little ponytail.
I think
in the back.
they don't offend me like the star one, but I feel like they're the bottom of D tier.
There's more of they're that similar. Gross.
Oh, it's cheese from Sonic, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, then we have this Darkron guy. I think he's alright.
Okay, it looks pretty decent, you know?
I'd say he's like in B tier somewhere.
He's
I
up to
put
some menacing.
Meltran over him just because his design features are a little exaggerated to the point of goofy for me. A little.
Yeah, I get that. I think that's a good spot for him.
Dr.
Yeah.
Doof, the human version.
Oh no!
I still don't understand what's going on with that.
You know how they had like the live shows and he had a plastic head before?
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't they just do that?
Why didn't they just have a regular guy, wear a prosthetic nose? The end.
I don't know.
Bro.
Why the prosthetic giant forehead?
Okay, the next one is like I think bottom of F tier. This is
How-
stupid and shouldn't be legendary or mythical.
Well, why would anyone think that was any more interesting than a Bulbasaur? You know,
That's
like
a
how's
hedgehog.
that? How's Bulbasaur regular, a starter, and then this fella is supposed to be mythical, legendary? No way.
Yeah.
Dude,
Terrible.
Squirtle
It's a
is
hedgehog,
better
and
than
someone
that
put a
one.
flower on it.
Next we got Arceus, and I feel like he belongs somewhere in S tier.
Oh, he's an S tier for
That
sure.
is a cool design. It reminds me of Origin Palkia, but much
I don't think
better.
his design's good as Rayquaza though, but it might be above Groudon. No, I think it's
I like
below
Groudon
That's
better.
it.
I think.
Yeah.
I feel Mewtwo's better. Actually, Palkia is a little bit better.
Is it better than Kyogre?
He might
That's
need
the
to
real
be
question.
in between the Kyogres, although it might be.
No, you're right. I see it.
I like how you went from putting him to
We've got like a
top S
spectrum of
and
the Pokemon here. You notice?
Dude, we are on the spectrum right now with Pokemon. Like,
Yeah.
we are talking
At
about
least we don't know all
Pokemon,
their
it's
names.
like, yes, this one looks cool.
Oh, finally one of the small legendaries, which I think is actually a little bit closer to Mew.
I think it looks pretty neat.
I like his design better than Mew, honestly.
Yeah, but it's a little less. I don't know. Like Mew is Mew, you know what I mean? Mew's not like anybody else.
Dude,
but this guy's
Mew
a
is
squirrel.
mewing. This guy
So
is
here-
not.
I'd
Yeah.
say if you want to put him above Mew, I accept that. It's just Mew gets extra points
I'd almost
with
put him
me
in
for
B tier.
originality.
Almost.
Because I like him better than some of these, honestly.
I'd say between Meltran and Darkrai, but that's just me.
What do you think, Kevin?
Oh, yeah, he's a pretty cool dude, you know. Just sitting there.
Not a bad little squirrel. Psychic fire squirrel.
Ah, is that what he does?
Yeah, I think
thought
he
he
grants
just had-
wishes.
Good ears or something. Like, I can hear you. That was his power.
Ah, now we're gonna stay down low for this one. One of my least favorite groups, the legendary deer.
Oh yeah,
sweet!
they're
I can't
boring.
wait to hit them.
This
with
one's
my
definitely
truck.
below tiger. I don't know if they're below the imps or not, honestly.
I would put this above the imps.
Yeah, I don't like the imps.
I don't like this one either.
Well, I want the imps in F.
I feel
but
like they
here we
all
are.
go pretty similar, so let's just... So we've got fat legendary deer, boomerang
I would put
legendary
the
deer,
fat
and
one
blue.
at the top because it's a little more unique.
Yeah, I like the fat one.
The green one's my least favorite.
I was going to say green at the bottom, so I definitely
Something
agree.
about it makes me mad, but...
This reminds me of Volt.
Of what?
Never mind.
What? Okay. We'll move on. We got some cloud genies next. I think these are pretty cool designs. I'd
I think they
honestly put
did
them
way
in
too
low
many
pay.
genies, way too many.
Well, there's
but
just three. You know, it's like normal. They're three roaming ones. You got three birds, three
But there's
beasts,
like a
three
green and a
Reggies.
blue and a yellow and a pink and an orange.
The pink one, it came way later.
Yeah, but still.
I would say these belong in A. I think they look like legendaries. I think they're pretty cool.
They do feel legendary.
What's he do?
But yeah, these are also similar. I'm gonna put them together.
Yeah, and then we'll pick through them once we see them all up together.
I don't like how that one looks.
Which one?
The orange one?
Just because of the angle?
Yes.
I like the blue one best because he has the spiky chain. But
And
I like
his
the
color
orange
is
one because he's
blend best.
orange.
He makes me uncomfortable.
Green and purple one makes me think Dragon Ball.
Ah, yeah. Where's Goku at?
The furry forms I am not a fan of. I feel like they belong in D, but
It was a weird idea in my opinion.
Wait. So they go from genies like in a cloud to like animals?
yeah, this is their incarnate form. I don't know if these are worse than the legendary deer or not. I don't like anything about legendary deer. I feel like at least there's some merit to the furry land genies.
I don't know. I kind of like the fat deer more than the green genie. In bird form, of course.
I feel like the orange one is the best.
Yeah, he's got a whole tiger
pretty
motif
cool.
going well.
The green one's the worst still. Yeah, I can say
Really?
fat deer is a little bit better than this.
Yeah,
I'd do it like this.
I'd say that's good for them.
We got some cool ones again.
I
Pokemon
know.
White.
Oh,
I think this is another
what
A
makes you-
tier. I think it's a very, very good design and it looks very legendary. But I think it's on the lower.
That's S tier.
Sorry, yes. I think it should be S tier, but low S tier.
I think it looks cool enough. It's like
It kind of reminds me of the dog from Neverending Story.
You mean the Luck Dragon?
Yes, yes, that.
And then Zekrom I like a little bit more.
I like his
Yes.
colors.
In fact, Zekrom,
That's a good spot for him, I think.
actually, I kind of like. I don't-
How much do we want to
Leave it there.
separate the Kyogres from each other?
And then we've got this guy. I mean, he's fine, but I feel like he's definitely not S.
I feel like he's between B or A. For me.
I think the idea of him being made out of spare parts of the other two is a fun idea.
Well, those come next. I'd say at top of B.
That's good, yeah. He is better than purple.
Now we've got his white form and black form.
Bum, bum, bum.
I've not looked too closely at these ever, honestly. Trying to get some better pictures for my own sake. These don't look too great.
Mind posting them up?
Here, I forgot. I'm still sharing like the stream view for you. Let me. And you have it on the list, by the way. If you go down to him on the legendary list and then go to his page. Okay, the black one here looks pretty bad. I mean, not like I think it's bad for what they're going for, but I think it's just unappealing to look at. So I'd put him D or C.
I feel like he's C. I would put him above like Ho-Oh. I don't know.
I don't know about that. I think
I don't know.
Ho
I
is
think
better.
I'd put him above Ho as well, just because
Here?
Ho is so uninspired. Yeah,
Okay, and then what about the white one? I
the
think the
white
white
one
one's a little
actually looks a
better.
little better.
Still not great,
Um,
but
maybe between Mew and Articuno.
there. Okay, I can live with that.
Anything
I hate the
bugs.
My Little Pony Legendary Beast.
Yeah, F tier.
I would say it's a little higher. I don't hate it as much as the star one. Oh, he has another form?
Hate that too. That one's even worse.
It is worse.
It is worse.
How did that
He has
happen?
2 forms, each one worse than the last.
Why is that he above them anyway? No, yeah. There.
That is good. And have the weird
Melia, not a
skin
big.
lady.
F.
I don't think F, but
It reminds
Like-
me of child predators or something. You know,
what?
like some Japanese dude was like, "Oh yes, I want to make Pokemon little girl."
Like with Joker and Batman.
What?
Got myself a little Pokemon Batman.
No. Okay,
I didn't bring it up.
I think she's a little bit
Get
better
him.
than this green. No, actually a little bit worse, but better than this Mewtwo. That one's worse.
Oh, there's more than one?
Yeah, there's 2 forms.
Shoot, I never knew.
Yeah, so I'd say that's okay. Better than the blue ones, whatever's up with them.
Yeah,
Sonic
whatever those.
characters.
You got a
Genesect
cool
is
one
pretty
coming
cool.
next.
What
A
does
tier
he
for
do?
sure.
Yeah, might even be top of A.
He's a robot, a prehistoric bug with a laser cannon on his back.
Okay, see, Pokemon can be cool sometimes.
Right?
Yeah, I'd say top of A tier. Genesect is pretty cool. Alright. That's not one. That's one.
No,
The
it looks
life
funny.
deer. This one's pretty okay.
It's not a bad idea to represent the letter Y with its
I feel like
shape.
he
It kinda
belongs
does.
somewhere right here.
No, he's
When we get to
iconic,
X.
but I don't think he's that great.
X might be my favorite legend bird.
The death Pokemon.
Oh no, this one's Y? Or is this one X? This one's
This
X.
is
right?
Y. Yeah, this one's
Oh, the
X.
deer is X and this one is Y. Right.
Is it?
I think because it's got the little tail that makes it a Y, right?
And then the why.
And the deer has 2 legs and 2 horns.
Why
for
is
X.
Pokemon so stupid?
Well, wait, one of them. Yeah, because this one's Yvelta, so he's a Y.
Yeah. He's my favorite of the legendary birds. I like him more than Zapdos myself, but
I'm not huge on him. I mean, I think Xerneas is the better of the 2, but
again, it's just my personal opinion
Kevin,
and my memories
where
of
you
how he
put
looked from Go.
him. You know, also, I'm moving the Cloud Genies down to top of B.
Sounds good to me. They don't quite fit up there. He refuses to move.
I like the bird better than the deer.
But how far does he go up?
Is he better than the centaur or below?
I think he's better than the walrus, but not quite a Rayquaza myself.
Okay.
I'm good with that.
Yeah, the deer is just a little boring, so he goes below these guys.
Like, I want to
Yeah.
shoot the deer.
The 3-armed bird is more interesting for me.
And then we've got
The dog.
Zygarde. The dog form, not my favorite, but I feel like he's not offensive at all. He's just a little boring. I'd put him in low D.
I like the idea of a 3-stage evolution for legendary. That's fun to do.
I think technically this is not an evolution. It's still
I know,
forms.
but it's kind of like fills the same scratches the same itch.
And then
for me.
Snake one, I feel like it's
Oh,
kind of bottom
Jabba
of
the
B.
Hutt?
Or, no, it's above him. What do you guys think?
I like Jabba. He's like, ho, ho, ho.
I'd put him below Kung Fu Bird, but I'm also okay with him being there. It's totally cool.
I feel like this. Latios and Latios are better, and so is Heatran.
I'm not a big fan of Latios and
Mm.
Latios.
You can put him there. Do we have any strong arguments?
No,
My
I really, like I
arguments are
said, I would have
weak.
been okay if he ended up where he was before.
This one is pretty cool. I don't know if he gets to A tier, honestly, but he's definitely high up on B tier.
Better than the genies for sure.
Don't know if he's better than this guy or not.
I think the dragon might have a little more going for him.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like Zygarde, at least, he has a cooler name for one, and I can actually remember it, so...
Kyurem.
But the dragon kind of looks like...
I could even see putting him in the bottom of A tier. Actually, it's kind of cooler than the life deer, too, though.
Well, I feel
If
like
I
he's
had a
less
better look at
iconic
him,
than
maybe.
that deer.
Let me take a look at him. Like a real good look.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. He goes in A tier. I actually like right here, actually.
Above the armless.
Also, I feel like actually Palkia goes above Entei.
I don't.
Or Dialga.
I don't like the walrus dog. I'm sorry. It's just like I have zero issues with anyone bumping him up. I mean down. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he's also in Smash Bros. And he gets the huge flame tornado.
Yeah, that's absolutely like 99% useless unless they just so happen to be right above it for 20 minutes before he does it.
Alright, Macy, I had time to take a look.
Yeah, I feel like he landed in a good spot.
Okay.
For him.
Okay, we're starting to get ones I know less and less about here, so...
I have the Mega.
You've got her. I'm not a huge fan of Pink. I feel like she's better than the Moon, but I like Ho better.
That's fair, but I think the Mega is gonna beat out Ho-Oh.
Yeah, the Mega's kind of alright. Better than that.
I know it's not for me, but that doesn't mean they didn't do a good job for what they were going for.
That's true. Not sure that I'd bump it up to B.
I feel like it's better than Mega Mewtwo.
I feel like it's lesser than Mew.
That's true.
Ha ha ha! Opinions matter very rarely.
I don't like Hoopa.
What the heck is his problem? F tier.
I feel like he's slightly better than
F tier.
I think he's better than these blue guys.
But look at his ponytail and think again.
Okay, what exactly is...
I'm mostly just memeing right now. He's fine where he is. I'm just kidding.
Then there is the Unbound form Hoopa.
Oh, I do like that much better.
That one's actually cool. How did they get that from there?
Well, I think
the little one is
like restrained.
Yes, he's like tricked and trapped into a weaker form, and then this is his
like
true
the genie
form.
in Aladdin when it really wants to kill people.
Essentially, yeah. This one, I like this one. This is cool. I'd put it at least B, although I could see it going higher, but I'll leave that up to anyone else.
I think this is the first time I've ever seen this.
I once looked it up on Bulbapedia. I've seen it once before.
I don't like it more than Heatran. I feel like its design's not quite as coherent.
Yeah, it's
I think it's pretty cool.
I think it's around Zygarde here.
And the hoops and the portals and whatnot.
So where did you guys
like? I like it more than Zygarde's design myself.
I like it more than the squirrel.
Ooh, better than
here?
The squirrel.
I think that there will be good. I think it's cool. Especially for a new one. No offense.
This one reminds me a lot of Heatran.
He does. It kind of looks like a Digimon version of Heatran.
Like the worst version.
This is like a fire and water thing.
Oh, cool. Really?
Yeah.
I've wanted them to do that just for my own fun.
Why is he just a donut?
I feel like he is very similar to Heatran in as far as where he goes.
No, his
like
design is
Iron
worse
Man
because
variant.
he just got a big, like, nose ring on him. Like, what's going on there?
I think he's the only fire and water Pokemon.
The best of my knowledge, yeah. That's pretty cool. And of course, I don't mean he's pretty cool. I mean fire and water combined is a cool concept for this game and its mechanics. So what do we have next?
So yeah, okay. Oh boy, the next one I've got to kind of verify what the heck is even going on.
Yeah, never seen them before in my life.
Neither have I.
Hey,
Hammerhead.
Did you know I've never seen Pokemon before in my life?
I had a sneaking suspicion.
These ones seem like out of place in the list according to the list we've got here.
Yeah, I don't see them on my list.
They're in Legendary. They're beyond the Pink Genie.
Beyond Pink Genie.
So, well, no. No, never mind. This never mind. These just look similar to them. There's not the same one.
I have no idea what you're talking about. It's like, why are you looking at a different thing? Did I miss something? Are we skipping
they're the same
all these
colors.
Pokemon? The thing is, this list of
Pokemon... Okay, I found them. They're in the sub-legendary genre.
Oh, so do we talk
I guess they're
them?
Sun and Moon, but I've never actually heard of them.
I see
so
no...
this one... So, type Null and Silvally. These look like there's some hideous monstrosity. I'm sure there's lore reasons. I think this one's pretty stupid.
The green feet.
I think it's stupider than the My Little Pony one.
I would not say that one is stupider than the My Little Ponies.
Its name is type Null.
I don't care. Like, it's just...
I don't think anything is stupider than that guy, is the thing.
There?
I think that's fine.
Yeah.
I think this next one's a little bit better, but also, I don't know what these Frankenstein-looking things are.
Yeah, that's a good spot for the dumb quadruped what's-its.
Alright, next up we have the Tapu Pokemon. My favorite of which is Tapu Koko.
He reminds me
I feel like he's a little bit better than Lion.
I would agree.
I'd say he's much better than the Tiger.
Yeah.
We are.
Then we got
adults.
Tapu Lele, who I don't think is that great.
Kind of boring.
Same with Tapu Bolu. I actually think he's even worse.
Worse?
Tapu Pig Boy.
And then this one I think is maybe a little better than Tapu Bolu.
I think I like that one better than the other.
I don't like its
pink
shell.
One. But its shell is like a swordfish.
What do you think, Mace?
Is the question better than pink one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Pink fawn.
Let me get a good look at him. I have a hard time distinguishing him right now. Oh, I see. Yeah, I think it's a bit better than the pink one. I like that it is a swordfish that opens up. I think that's pretty cool.
Okay. There it goes. Okay. I like Cosmog. I'd say
it's the lowest of the Cos family for me.
No, I think the second one's the lowest. Here, let's just put up here to compare. This one is literally just a container.
Yeah, a container that looks like an eyeball with a galaxy inside.
That's pretty cool. Like
it's like an egg.
It looks way more menacing, and then out comes that freaking thing. Like, oh no, I just killed thousands of people.
I think it literally doesn't do anything. It attacks,
but it's like an egg incubating.
I don't
the
know.
Galaxy
Also, I don't know that they necessarily go up an A here. This is just where I put them for now.
F tier.
Wait.
I hate that has the pigtails. Not pigtails, whatever those are.
It's space dust.
They're pseudo.
That's female hair, and I hate it.
Okay, Mace, we're ignoring Kevin for this conversation.
I'd put him below Snake Zygarde, and above Darkrai, but that's just me.
I can see that being okay.
Because, Snake Zygarde, I think, is kind of cool.
How about that?
That
above Articuno. Then we got some cool ones here.
Oh,
I feel like this one's an S tier.
It's iconic, but I don't like that form that much. It's just a Lion.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good spot for him.
I feel like it's above Primal Kyogre.
That is very cool. No objections. No objections.
Alright, and I feel like this one's not as cool.
That one's pretty cool. Nah, it's just like, it's
I
Batman,
like how it has
you
galaxy
know?
wings.
Alright, Mace, you gotta break the tie then. Does it go above or below?
I'd put him above just because Solgaleo doesn't match the other two evolutions as well. This one looks like the Cosmoem or whatever, exploding and expanding out.
Well, look, no, it doesn't in this one too. It's literally the eyes in Solario.
Just the eyes. He's not supposed to be Batman, where only his mask matches his outfit.
Alright, I disagree, but I am outnumbered.
Or I guess I mean Robin, where only his eyes are black and the rest is a rainbow.
Right. Are we counting the Ultra Beasts? I think it does on this list.
I think they were in pseudo in the list, though I could be wrong.
Nope, they're in sub-legendary.
Right.
But how long?
Oh, hey, we counted a lot of subs, so they count too then.
An hour mark already.
Alright, we'll have to go.
True.
Yeah,
Oh, and there's so many left.
So many of these I don't even freaking recognize. Okay, we'll go through.
What's a Pokemon? I'm asking the real questions over here.
Okay, jellyfish Pokemon, I feel is D tier.
One of the worst ultras.
Feel like it's a little bit better than Spindly Legs, but
Say it's better than the imps too, by a little.
I think it's a nice, unique design. I would put it above the
Buzzwole I would say is A.
Why is he so big?
'Cause he's Buzzwole.
I would put him above the deer.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's fun and funny.
Bug Lady.
What about the
is
female
D,
variant?
but she's better than like the legendary deer or the Cloud Genie forms. I'd say there.
That's a bug woman?
Yeah. Yeah, it's the female equivalent of Buzzwole.
Electric Head is kind of weird.
I think he sucks.
Where do you put him, Mace? Better than Jellyhead.
And better than the imps, for sure. I like him better than the deer and furries, too. And the bug lady.
There.
There's good.
Okay. Bamboo Poles. I feel like it's a little better than Electric Head, but that's about it.
Yeah, that's fair. I never know how to feel about that guy.
Paper Craft.
One of my least favorite ultras.
Oh, I hate this guy. I used to see commercials with him.
Yeah.
Man, I want to
He's so
burn
full
him
of himself.
alive. F tier.
Is he better than the Imps?
Yeah, what isn't?
I feel like he's a little bit better than the Jelly. Guzzlord.
Ooh, I like him.
Guzzlord or Buzzwole?
I mean, heck, I'd put him behind Zygarde myself.
Oh, what a contender.
Okay, fine.
He's more fun.
Buzzwole's moving up here too.
I am very okay with that.
Again, knocking down the.
Okay, we got him through. Necrozma, he's okay.
Oh, what do you mean okay? He's so cool.
Better than these. I feel like he's around this one.
I'd say he's above that one.
There.
Yeah.
Then we got the forms of Necrozma, which I think are pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think quite S tier. Because they have weird appendages.
Let me look at the weird appendages real quick. Yeah, that is kind of weird.
So yeah, he's got some odd design choices. I feel like high B tier. I do like the colors though, or low A tier, high B tier.
Low A.
No.
Which one is better? You guys gonna argue the same for you did with the ones above?
I like the bat one better.
Yeah.
Cooler.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm outnumbered and I admit it. This one though is pretty cool.
Oh, what the heck is that?
How does that happen?
I have the golden rare card of this one, actually.
Oh, nice.
I'm trying to get like a better picture of him somewhere, but Ultra Burst Necrozma.
Very cool. Don't know
I think
what
that's
that
pretty
means at
cool.
all, but
I would put him up in S tier.
sounds good to me.
I don't know anything about the lore.
Is he better though than Evil Kyogre?
A little bit. Maybe not. Yes. There. I'd put him there.
Is he better than the Lion?
Ew. Robot Japanese maid fella? What the heck?
Oh, we're going into some niche territory now.
I don't even see these on. Are these mythical then? I guess
think
so. I think this one's stupid.
Yeah. Stupid egg.
Not quite as
maid.
bad as the hedgehog.
Oh, we're finally putting stuff back into F tier again?
This guy's pretty bad too. I think maybe better than those two at least.
He reminds me of like an indie game.
I'd maybe put him between the hoops and
Is
the
that
blue fellas in D.
Sans
Just because
Undertale?
he
Okay.
does look like a smoke creature with candle eyes.
I can agree. Not a big fan of this legendary beast either.
No.
What is that thing?
I'd say he's a little bit, like right here.
But I like when he evolves.
Poison Dragon.
His head is his own butt.
I feel like he's still somewhere in D, but above the beast, above the furry genie, above that.
I'd say he's above Weird Neck fella.
There.
Maybe even above the Tapus.
I think the Tapus are more coherent design personally.
They are more coherent design, that is true, but they're not purple dragons.
How about that?
Right.
I like Stack.
Yeah. Stack
Dude,
attack.
it's a box. I love it.
A box made out of 100
I'd say
bucks.
low A.
I'd say he's
Yeah,
above
that's
the...
good.
Or like right here.
I think low A. I like him more than the other two. He's a little more unique.
He is literally a
I
box.
think I think we can probably
And that was thinking outside the
put
box.
Necrozma up a little higher.
Yeah, let's go. I'll put him above the
And
line
this guy
version.
too.
Oh, we are promoting.
Yep. Promoted out of B tier.
Our tiers are fairly well balanced, except for D.
Minus C.
C and D.
Oh, I hate this one.
Yeah.
What is that thing?
It's a TikTok clown.
Hmm.
But I repeat myself.
Meltang is pretty neat. I think he's better than the imps at
He's
least.
a fun little design. I've always liked
Isn't
him.
that Meat Cube from that game?
I put him like right here. No,
Super Meat Boy.
right here.
Yeah.
And then buff Matang.
I like Buff one better.
Okay.
Just like that.
I don't like this one. I don't know what's up with him.
I don't recognize
Furry.
that yellow furry fella.
I'd say here, F tier.
I'm
He doesn't
okay
look
with
like he looks like a normal Pokemon. He doesn't look like a mythical. What I don't know what this next one is even.
that. What a weird name. Okay, what's next?
I'm trying to figure out what this.
Oh,
next
that
one is.
spooky looking fella with the giant hand.
Yeah. I don't even see
Here
him
he
on
is.
any of these lists.
Is he
Yeah,
fake?
Trying, trying to find him, but
Is he a
not.
pseudo legendary then?
Maybe.
I don't. No, this one here is a pseudo legendary at least. I don't know what this one is.
Do we know his name? Like,
Oh, is this a Gigantamax of someone?
oh, it kind of looks like it might be. Yeah.
Is it of Matang?
Oh, maybe.
No. Trying to see. Oh yeah, it is a melt metal. I don't like it. I'd say put it here. You can barely tell what it is.
Yeah, you're right. It's Gigantamax Melmetal.
Didn't even know that was a thing.
Kind of takes the fun out of Melmetal's design for me.
This one next is a pseudo legendary. So then we've got some legendary sword and shield dogs. These are some of my least favorite box legendaries.
It's a dog with a sword in
I'd
his
like
mouth.
put it here, and the sword in the mouth is a little bit better at least.
It's better than plain old regular dog for sure.
This one looks a bit cooler.
Oh, but then you get Shield Dog, and
I don't like Shield Dog at all. Actually,
what? He blows all
He's
of them
better
out of
than
the
Sword
water.
in the
He's
Mouth
a
Dog.
shield.
Nice.
You think he's better than Sword in the Mouth Dog?
Yeah, because he at least incorporates the shield into his body.
I don't know. I think Sword in the Mouth
His
Dog at least looks
design-
cooler.
His design is not, I have a sword. It is, I am a shield.
Fine. How's
Exactly. That.
We've got this giant bringer of death Pokemon here, Eternus. I think he's pretty cool.
Pretty cool,
That's
yeah.
pretty neat.
I like his second form there. I will see in a moment.
Oh, it's Eternamax, so it's like his Gigantamax version. I don't like that one, actually.
I can barely see it, but I like the gigantic hand, just from what I can see.
That's all it is.
That's all it is.
He becomes Big Hand.
Here it is. So I'd say this guy can be up in low S tier.
Pretty cool.
I don't know about the hand then, though.
Okay, so he just turned. Okay, that's a little less fun than I thought. I thought he was gonna have like
I'd
giant
honestly put this
crazy
one in
monster
D
hand.
tier, just below the maximum metal thing.
Bootleg master hand.
Yeah. Okay, then we got another mythical, which I guess is a newer one.
The bear fella.
Or maybe it's not a mythical; it's a legendary. Oh yeah, and he evolves, which is weird. I don't know. I don't like him. I think he's F tier. Same with his furry big brother. I don't know. Do you guys feel different? I'm not a
I've
fan
seen
of these.
so many Pokemon, I think I've lost all feeling.
You guys feel any different?
Nah, he's good to be there.
And I guess these are like different mega forms. I don't even feel like ranking these, honestly.
They're just like Gigantamaxes and whatnot.
Yeah. Which I'm not a big fan of Gigantamax in general.
If you don't teach this next
I
one,
also just like
Sandstorm,
Zarude, apparently this one is. I think
What do you
he's
mean
also
dislike? This dude's an owl and like a chupacabra at the same time.
Okay, I guess Kevin likes it.
Dude, he's like a sweet little...
Fine,
I
Kevin.
don't think you can put him below the imps. The imps suck. See, no one deserves to be, well, very
Fair.
few people deserve to be below the imps.
above the paper guy just because of my personal hatred for him.
Okay. Alright. Oh, I like Red Electric.
Ooh, it took way too long for us to get to Reggie Lucky.
Who's Regilet?
I don't know where to put him in here. Let
The
me put-
electric one.
I also like
I'd put him
Regidrago.
between Steel and I'd put Dragon at the top. That's just
How many Regis?
I'm gonna argue for
He's the
Regidrago to be
end.
below
He's the
Steel
end.
still, just because he doesn't make quite as much sense.
That's fair. That's fair. That makes sense.
That's the last of the Regi for now. Okay, then we've got these horse and the head bunny and his combined farms. I'm not gonna rank every combined farm with him. I feel like the horses are both boring and deserving of F tier, but
Yeah.
higher F tier.
The ice horse is everything I didn't like about Articuno, but worse.
I also think the brain bunny is stupid.
Yeah.
Man, I love a good F tier.
Speaking of stupid, we have the ugliest animal form of any of the genies.
Yeah, but at least it's something. I'd put it in D at least. I'd put it like... Oh, animal form you're talking about specifically.
Yeah, look at that hideous
Yeah.
monstrosity.
I'm not even an animal.
I put it...
Heck, I think that's worse than that might even be worse than the imps and Deoxys fella.
Fine. We'll put it... I don't think... Hey,
But
how about
Deoxys has
there?
this kind of orange and
Right
teal
up
going on
against.
that's less hideous than that pink
What
duck.
about the cloud genie form of it?
Cloud
I
uniform's more okay.
I'd put it
That's a
like
good
right
spot for
here.
it, I think.
I don't feel like it's very inspired to add to a trio, but we're not ranking all these, which are like
No, no,
special
no, no, no.
versions.
Which takes us to
Wu Chin. I think this one's stupid.
It's
the
a
snail.
snail slug thing.
I think it's a little better than the horses.
Yeah.
And the ice weasel is a little better than him, but still not
What
good.
about that
What's
fire?
up with like his mustache?
I don't see the firefish on any of these, so he's either pseudo legendary or like one of the special forms that they put on this list.
Right. Oh, I see him. He's in legendary. Next to Okidogi at the bottom of the
Oh, you're right. You're right. Yeah, he's a better design.
I like how he looks like a goldfish, but he also looks like pure fire at the same time.
He
Yeah,
also
I
has
can get
like
behind
goggles.
this guy. Let's put him like here.
Sounds good. He has funny goggles, yeah. What about the stupid deer with the stupid pot on his stupid head?
Meh. Yeah, that he's bad. He goes here.
I thought
No, he goes below the
yeah,
horses.
he's pretty bad.
He's about as bad as Brain Bunny.
Yeah, he's really stupid. Why did he have a pot on his head, for goodness sake? Grow up, fella. King Lou.
This one here, not a fan.
Who
What?
we on?
That is furry fan art.
There's
like,
two
no
monkeys
way.
and a bird. These look
Okay.
all bad. These are bad.
The
It's
DLC from the new
objectively
game.
like F tier.
I feel like they're worse than the. They're not quite as bad as the Robot Maid, but they're worse than the My Little Pony.
Not saying something.
The bird's the best of them, but
still.
and
Why do they have these dumb necklaces and
this
headbands?
one
and
must have different forms. I'm just gonna rank the one
whatnot?
bad.
F tier.
Yeah. I'm glad Monkey ended up at the bottom. Monkey Dory has to be the stupidest looking fella I ever saw.
All right, and then we have the box legendaries from the latest generation. I think they're okay.
These are pretty cool. I like purple one
That
best.
say
Although I do
B.
like that
furry
one.
to me.
B is fair.
Oh, wrong one.
I
Oh,
like
this-
the purple one best.
Oh, this one here is.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
one's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like him better. I think he's pretty cool. Can go
Maybe
like around here.
I'd put him above that particular one, but faster.
And he's okay. I'd put him above Mewtwo.
Yeah, he's cool too. He's just not as good as the purple one.
He reminds me too much of a furry.
And then
film.
this one also has this
Yeah.
thing. I don't quite
Legendary turtle fella.
get it. Maybe if I knew more about it, it'd be okay. Like, cause nothing. It just doesn't feel inspired to me right now.
It's literally a turtle shell with like no turtle.
Well, I'll put it above the imps and that and the deer.
Yeah, because he's not like bad or anything. Oh, wait, how did Melmetal end up in D tier? I thought he was okay. Yeah, I put him in C tier.
Yeah.
So we'll put him above these, like right around here for now. Maybe someday it'll be different. I think that's all. No, there's one more legendary.
That weird pinkish thingy.
Or
With the
sorry, no,
two-
the mythical. Yeah. I also don't know what that one is, but I don't feel like it.
That's Freddy
This one's
Fazbear
okay.
Ultimate form.
I feel like it's better
Or-
than those.
Petulant.
I feel like it goes there.
He looks stupid.
Some of the new ones it might just be because I've not seen them enough to rank them very well.
I think no, they just got bad at a certain point.
Yeah, they ran out of ideas that when they had ice cream.
All right. So download that. You can see the full list then on the BCC Crew Discord server. Put the link down in the description below. Also, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Share the video, all that good stuff to help support the channel. We'll be back to our regularly scheduled LEGO content next week. Thank you for joining us for this off episode of the show. If you have other topics you'd like to hear us discuss, either for our regular LEGO content or for an off episode, please, like I said, leave a comment, discuss on the Discord server, and we will take it into consideration if we have anything to say about it. So, for Mace, Luris, myself, LG, we thank you for listening.